Okay, so I'm going to start. Yes, you can.
Namaste everyone. Today I'll be talking about the butterfly effect. Next slide. What is the butterfly effect? It's a concept that comes from chaos theory in mathematics and physics. It was coined by Edward Lorenz in the 1960s. It was originally thought to be seen in weather patterns, population dynamics, financial markets, and even human behavior. It highlights the sensitivity of complex systems to initial conditions. Small actions or changes can have a large unforeseen consequences. It suggests that small changes or actions can lead to significant, often unpredictable outcomes in complex systems. In, previously. In chaos theory, the butterfly effect is a sensitive dependence on initial conditions in which a small change or one state of a deterministic nonlinear system can result in large differences in a later state. Next slide, Uncle. Who is Edward Lorenz? Edward Lorenz was born in 1917 in West Hartford, Connecticut, USA, and passed away in 2008. What is the learning from the butterfly effect? So the start is from physics and mathematics. This can be applied in everyday life. Tiny details can lead to massive changes. Now, where was this theory applied initially? Edward Lorenz applied the concept of the butterfly effect in the prediction of meteorology, specifically in weather prediction models. Um, Now, what are the other areas the butterfly effect was used for? It was used in economics. Small changes in market conditions can lead to significant impacts on the global economy, affecting stock prices, interest rates, and trade balances. Biology and ecology. The butterfly effect helps explain the dynamics of ecosystems, population growth, and the spread of diseases, where minor variations can cause substantial changes in the environment. Engineering and technology. In systems engineering and network theory, the butterfly effect is used to model and predict the behavior of complex systems such as power grids and internet traffic. In psychology and neuroscience, it is applied to understand brain activity and cognitive process, where small neural changes can lead to significant behavioral outcomes. Sociology and social science. Social behaviors and trends can be influenced by minor individual actions, leading to large scale societal changes over time. Astronomy and astrophysics. The butterfly helps bodies and predicting orbital dynamics. It's used to guide spacecraft by NASA. NASA uses the butterfly effect to guide spacecrafts using small amounts of fuel for hydrogen fuel to steer itself halfway across the solar system to meet up with a comet. Next slide, please. Uncle, next slide.
This one?
Next slide. Uncle. Now let us connect butterfly effect in Indian history. In 1857, a relatively small incident set off a chain of events that led to the Indian Rebellion of 1857, also known as the First War of Indian Independence. The uncle previously. Satish uncle.
I think she is asking to go to the previous slide. Yes.
Yep.
No, uncle, previous. No.
This one? No.
Yes, uncle. The introduction of the new Enfield rifle by the British East India Company played a crucial role. The cartridges used for the rifle were rumored to be greased with cow pig and pig fat. For Hindu soldiers, cows are sacred, and for the Muslim soldiers, pigs are considered unclean. The requirement to bite off the ends of these cartridges before loading the rifle was deeply offensive to both Hindu and Muslim soldiers. On March 29, 1857, in Barakpur, a young soldier named Mangal Pandey, outraged by the use of these cartridges, attacked his British officers. He was subsequently arrested and executed. His actions, however, inspired widespread discontent among the Indian soldiers, sepoys, and civilian population. This small incident ignited a larger uprising. Soldiers in Meerut rebelled and marched to Delhi, where they were joined by other discontented soldiers and civilians. This rebellion spread rapidly across northern and central India, with various princely states and regions joining the revolt against British rule. Although the rebellion was ultimately suppressed by the British, it had far-reaching consequences. It marked the end of the East India Company's rule in India, leading to direct control of India by the British Crown. It also sowed the seeds of Indian nationalism and eventual struggle for independence, which culminated in India gaining independence in 1947. Next slide, please. Uncle, next slide. Uncle, next. Now let us talk about some real life examples about Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda's speech in the Parliament of the World Religions in Chicago in 1893 introduced Indian spirituality to the Western world. His emphasis on universal brotherhood and interconnectedness of all beings had a profound impact on global spiritual thought, promoting greater understanding and tolerance. This opened up the concept of universal brotherhood, ideas propagated by Sanatana Dharma, and gave the importance of following Sanatana Dharma, which is the prime foundation of Hinduism. Abraham Lincoln's assassination in 1865. 10 days before his assassination, President Abraham Lincoln had a dream in which he attended his own funeral. Disturbed by the dream, he decided to attend a play at Ford's Theatre without much security. His assassination led to significant changes, lenient policies of Lincoln to radical policies of his successor Andrew Johnson in American history, and the rejection of many Lincoln policies. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914. The assassination of the heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire by a Serbian nationalist set off a chain of events that led to World War I. The war had profound and far-reaching consequences, reshaping the political landscape of Europe and the world. The fall of Berlin Wall in 1989. The fall of the Berlin Wall was influenced by a series of small events, such as miscommunication during a press conference by East German official Gunther Schabowski. His ambiguous statement about travel restrictions led to a surge of East Germans attempting to cross the border, ultimately leading to the wall's collapse and reunification of Germany. Next slide, please. My own experience. When I was 6 years old, I was playing with my brother and I tripped. This led to me going to the hospital for medical care, including having stitches. My parents had to spend additional time to take care of me, which prevented them from performing their routine home and office commitments. A small push became a whirlwind, resulting in my medical treatment and being able to eat only soft food for 2 weeks. Another incident where I jumped off a revolving chair when I was playing with my brother and ended up fracturing my hand. This led to an immediate operation of my hand to fix the broken bones. I was in a plaster and could not use my hand for almost 3 months. Post that, I underwent physiotherapy sessions for 2 months to bring back the flexibility of my hand. The amount of pain I had to undergo could not be explained. A single jump off a chair became a major disaster, resulting in surgery and physiotherapy for 2 months. Next slide, please. How is this applied in real life? We must start our job without procrastination. If you want to catch a train at 3:45 and travel time is 1 hour, we should start by keeping sufficient buffer for any contingency. A stitching time saves 9. A job not done on time will increase the effort required to complete it. If you have an exam next month and don't start studying now, you will have lost to study in the end, which would not be possible due to the lack of time. This will result in getting poor marks and even chances of failing in the exam. कबीर दोहा काल करे तो जो आज करे so abhi. If you're thinking about starting a healthy diet next week, begin today. Procrastinating on healthy habits can delay your progress towards a healthier lifestyle. Whereas starting now can help you feel better sooner. Lessons taught, not practiced in the same day, will increase the time required to understand it at a later date. Consider learning a move in a new sport like basketball dribble or a yoga pose. If you don't practice the move the day you learn it, your body may not retain the muscle memory. When you try it again later, you might find it more difficult to get it right than if you had practiced it immediately. Good habits and character has to be developed at a young age, lest it will be difficult. Teaching children to persevere in the face of challenges, to be resilient, helps them to cope up with life's ups and downs. Learning to bounce back from failures and setbacks builds mental strength and a positive attitude towards overcoming difficulties. Slide on, please. Now we can connect the butterfly effect with the story of Dhruva and Draupadi. The tiny effect of Dhruva not being allowed to sit on his father's lap led him to becoming the pole star. We can see that Dhruva's initial small act of devotion and perseverance led to a monumental outcome. Like how the butterfly effect illustrates the power of small actions in shaping the larger picture. Now, how we connect it to Draupadi is a small action of Draupadi laughing at Duryodhana led to the Kurukshetra war, in which almost 45 lakh people were killed. In the epic Mahabharata, there is a significant moment when Draupadi laughs. This happens during the Rajasuya Yajna, the grand ceremony organized by Yudhishthira. In this event, Duryodhana, a key antagonist, falls into a pool of water, mistaking it for a solid floor due to its crystal clear nature. Draupadi's laughter at his misfortune adds fuel to Duryodhana's already burning envy and resentment towards the Pandavas. This seemingly minor incident is said to be one of the sparks that led to the eventual downfall of the Kauravas, so showcasing how small actions can have significant consequences, or a reminiscent of the butterfly effect. Next slide, please. Sloka 35 of chapter 1 Arjuna Vishada Yoga talks about how action of killing, butterfly effect. Sloka 40 to 43 talks about its impact in the society. Next slide, please. एतानहन्तुमिच्छामि घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतो किं नु मही कृते Futures, fathers, sons, grandfathers, and maternal uncles, grandsons, father-in-law, grandnephews, brother-in-law, and other kinsmen are present here. It's taking their lives and riches. O Madhusudan, I do not wish to slay them. Even if they attack me, it will kill the sons of Dhritarashtra. What satisfaction will we derive from the dominance over the three worlds? What to speak of this earth? कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मा सनातनाः धर्मे नश्ये कुलं कृष्णम् अधर्मो विभवत्युत. When the dynasty is destroyed, its traditions get vanquished and the rest of the family becomes involved in religion. Next slide, please. अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णशङ्कर. With the preponderance of vice, O Krishna, the women of the family become immoral, and from the immortality of women who descendant of Vrishni, unwanted progeny are born. शङ्करो नरकायैव कुलज्ञानां कुलस्य च पतन्ति पितरो ह्येषां युक्तपिण्डो ददक्रिया. In increasing unwanted children results in hellish life, both for the family and for those who destroy the family. Deprived of sacrificial offerings, the ancestors of such corrupt families also fall. Next slide, please. दोषैरेते कुलज्ञानां वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उत्स्याद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः कुलधर्माः सनातनाः कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः. Through the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus gives rise to unwanted progeny, a variety of social and family welfare activities are ruined. Next slide, please. Conclusion. The butterfly effect demonstrates how small actions or changes can lead to significant and far reaching outcomes. The butterfly effect also emphasizes the importance of thought with mindfulness, compassion, and ethical conduct, resulting in small or intentional actions that create profound positive or negative changes. Thoughts shape our future, and actions and reactions. The butterfly effect reminds us that our actions, no matter how small, matter. They have the potential to create ripples that can lead to meaningful and widespread change in our world. Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter and 16th sloka, tells us how we can develop austerity of the mind by keeping the mind cheerful, placid, under control, and keeping the feelings pure, and by habit of the contemplation on God. Next slide, please. My parents and grandfather helped me in almost everything, right from guiding me in collection of data from sources like Copilot and ChatGPT to making a presentation and guiding me in the presentation. Without their input, it would not be have been possible for me to do justice at least to this extent. Next slide, please.